Dear students, and welcome to the another class of chemistry, class 10th. Students, I have realized that you people are not coming for your WebEx classes continuously. I want you to come and be regular because we need practice. A lot of practice we require to attempt different kind of questions, which we are lacking in. That I have observed in most of you. So be regular in the class, and I have discussed some questions of last year in this video. So please practice all these questions in your notebook and try to solve more questions from any other sample paper if you have. Okay, so this is a time when you require practice. So please be regular in the WebEx classes and with the YouTube videos also.
See students, in the last exam 2020, they were been asking like calcium oxide reacts vigorously with water to produce slake lime. They have given the reaction and they have given 4 options. You know that multiple choice questions also comes in exam. Options were given A, C, C, D, A, C, D, A, B. You undergo, if your basics are clear, then only you will able to understand and tell us that whether it is A, B or C, D or whatever. Here the answer is A, B. Why it is AB? Because calcium oxide plus water, then they both will combine, we get one product. 2 reactant combine to give one product, so that means combination reaction and exothermic reaction. Obviously they both will take together, they will combine and heat will released out. So from here we can understand, and you have to be very much peculiar about choosing your answer. You have to go through your book so that any kind of doubt you have related to any kind of equation, that has to be removed out. Otherwise you will not able to attempt the question properly and you may choose a wrong answer. They have given one option, or in exam, see it is CBSE based exam question. Actually I have taken a sample paper and from there I am teaching you. When hydrogen sulfide gas is passed through a blue solution of copper sulfate, a black precipitate of copper sulfide is obtained and the sulfuric acid so formed remains in the solution. The reaction is an example of a combination, displacement, decomposition, double displacement reaction. So see students, they have asked about hydrogen sulfide. Hydrogen sulfide gas, H2S gas, that you have to understand the gas and which product they are talking about. They're talking about a blue solution. You need to know the blue solution. If you will practice more and more, then you will not take much time in understanding the question properly. And if you are not practicing at home, obviously you need a lot of time to understand the question, and this way you are going to waste time a lot in the exam. So a black precipitate of copper sulfide is obtained and then the sulfuric acid formed remains in the solution. So you can see that 2 products are forming, and that's what this example will be. Both the exchange of ions must have been taken place, and that's why it is a double displacement reaction. Now the next question. In a double displacement reaction, such as a reaction between a sulfate solution and barium chloride solution, what is going on over here? See, sometimes there are answers like B, D, A, C, B, C, D. You may get confused that how come it can be 3 of them are working together? Yes, it is possible. Okay, so it is a double displacement reaction. They are talking about double displacement reaction. You know that in double displacement reaction, just now I have said in this question, exchange of ions takes place. Okay, precipitates also forms. Okay, and when the precipitate forms, this is called insoluble salts. What are the precipitates? Which are insoluble salts. So 3 of them are the answers. Exchange of atoms is a wrong option. Ions should be mentioned. Charges, exchanges. Atoms are having no charges. Okay, ions are having charges. So this is the answer. And this question, see students, baking soda is a mixture of sodium carbonate and acetic acid, sodium carbonate and tartaric acid, sodium hydrogen carbonate and tartaric acid, sodium hydrogen carbonate and acetic acid. So students, this question, similar questions we have done, so many questions we have done. Answer is sodium carbonate and tartaric acid. And you know that sodium carbonate, if it will be, we are using it for baking, and if only sodium carbonate will be there, it will cause a bitter taste. So tartaric acid should be there so that it can neutralize the taste of sodium carbonate, which is used for baking products, right? So you need to remember all these things properly so that you can answer questions. The chemical formula for plaster of Paris, you know very well. Plaster of Paris is calcium sulfate half H2O, which will form when you will heat gypsum, okay, at 373 Kelvin. This question we have already done. Then the water will evaporate and half of the molecules of water will be left, and that is called calcium sulfate, and that is plaster of Paris. So see students, list the important products of chloralkali process. Write one important use of each. This question I have been asked you repeatedly, and see, this question has came in exam last year. Some students says that the question paper was difficult of chemistry, but I just feel like how the question paper was difficult. It was just based on your memory and your practice. This question, do you think is difficult? And the last, those questions which I have just taught you in the video, do you think those questions were difficult? Never. It cannot be. So you can see this uses and just the product of chloralkali process. Students, the next question is again from the second chapter, that is acids, bases and salts. See, how is washing soda prepared from sodium carbonate? Give the chemical equation, state the type of the salt, name the type of hardness of the water which can be removed by it. So see students, the chemical name of washing soda is hydrated sodium carbonate, and we know this, and its chemical formula is Na2CO3 10H2O, that is the 10 molecules of water it has. It can be obtained by crystallization of sodium carbonate. You can see the reaction. It is basic type of salt and it is used to remove permanent hardness of water. So students, generally if you will just answer these questions, your answer is done. You don't need to hurry, you don't need to cram something. It is all in the question. You just need to read the question properly and to understand it. And if you will practice this, obviously nobody can stop you from understanding this. Now see students, this is one of a question from periodic table chapter. This also came in the exam. The position of certain elements in the modern periodic table are shown below. Okay, you all can do all these questions, whatever I have given in the video, in your notebook, so that you can practice better. Using the above table, answer the following questions given, giving reasons in each cases. Which element will form only covalent compounds? Which element is a nonmetal with valency 2? Which element is a metal with valency 2? Out of hydrogen, carbon and fluorine, which has largest atomic size? To which family does hydrogen, carbon and fluorine belong? So see students, it is asked that which element will form only covalent compounds. So see students, here it is E. E is in group 14. Okay, group 14 have 4 electrons in their valence shells. Okay, so you should know that. If you know the periodic table, then only you can answer it quickly. Otherwise you will be kept on thinking what will be the answer, right? So the third question is, which element is a metal with valency 2? If someone will ask me this question, I'll quickly go to the table and I will see that they are asking about metals. So that means metals are in the first group. Okay, first, second, third, like in these groups, metals are existing actually in the periodic table. This is the only benefit if you know the periodic table properly. This way you can save your time in answering the questions. So I have seen that valency 2. So it is from here, G and A is also metal, D is also metal, but they are talking about valency 2. So in group 2 you will get that. So simple answer D. D is the group 2 and belong to group 2 and having a valency 2. And D, which element it is? In period 3, in the second column, what is there? Magnesium. So due to this, because of electropositive nature, it tends to donate 2 electrons and hence it has valency 2. So answer is 2. है ना कितना आसान, लेकिन हम इसको डिफ़िकल्ट बना देते हैं क्योंकि हमें फिर टेबल याद ही नहीं है, राइट? एक्चुअली इफ़ यू पीपल आर नॉट एबल टू लर्न, यू कैन मेक योर ओन ट्रिक्स. सबका दिमाग अलग होता है. एवरीबडी इज़ हैविंग अ डिफरेंट type of way in studying, you know. No one is same, okay? So if you have a different way of learning, you discover your own learning method, and please ask me if you have any doubt on that. Now here's the out of. So see students, the next question is asking out of HCF which has the largest atomic size. We know that in the periodic table, if you go from left to right, the atomic sizes reduces and hence the radius reduces. When you go from top to bottom, the atomic size or radius increases. So here HCF is given. So here obviously what will be the answer? F will have the largest atomic radius because you're going from top to bottom, atomic radius will increase. So easy. Next one, again they're asking that to which family does HCF belong? So your answer should be it's in the group 18. It's in the group 18. Obviously it belongs to the noble gas, inert gases which does not require any kind of valence electrons to complete their outermost shell. They are individually fine, they can exist in the free state. So hope it worked, student, to you. Practice these questions, do in the notebook. Take care. Bye bye.